Yeah, Femi, how are you, mate?
Yeah, very good. How are you?
Good, mate. Good. Thanks for joining us. I always start these interviews with the same question. How did the move to Mill come about? Signed under Neil Harris.
Mm.
Seems like a lifetime ago now. But was there other interest from other clubs? And what made you think, yeah, that's I want to play my football in South?
Yeah, there was a couple of other clubs interested. I'm not gonna mention who here, but yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had one chat with Neil Harris, and I was like, yeah, I'm sold. Said I just want to work under him. I had a really good buzz about the place, and I was like, yeah, I think I'll really grow here, and I think I'd love it. And I haven't been proven wrong. Well, not I think I know I love it here. It's a great club, great family base place, and yeah, it is home to me. It's like a family to me now, and yeah, I'm loving it right now.
Brilliant. And it's clear to see that from your form as well. But obviously, Alex Neil's the manager now. I want to ask about his post match comments at the weekend. Obviously, your form's superb. But aside from that, he said on the interview on Millwall TV that he's you're in the shape now of your life since you've been at the club, and he doesn't have to sub you off anymore. You know, he previously was taking you off sort of 70 minutes, but now you're playing full 90s. I just wondered what the club have done to get you to that brilliant level of physicality and fitness. And have you done anything yourself for your own back, maybe outside the club?
I think a big part is obviously having a full pre-season here, isn't it? I think I had a
Yeah.
pre-season at Reading before I moved here, and obviously that's completely different in terms of what they do compared to what we do here. To be fair, I was driving a lot. I think the biggest thing for me at the time, I was driving like 2 hours from Reading and to here every single day,
All right.
one way, 2 hour, one way, 2 hour back, and it wasn't sustainable for me and my body, and I learned pretty quickly that I couldn't do this. So obviously with I had a little one, he wasn't even a year old last season, so it was one of those where rushing back to get to see him, so I don't miss much of his development. Um, and I'm just sat in the car 4 hours a day. It wasn't great for my body. So I think obviously moving to where I live now is like 20 minutes away.
Oh,
Big
perfect.
difference. Big difference, obviously, full preseason here. I think naturally as well, when you progress in your career, I think you learn what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So I think I know what works physically for me. I know how to, I guess, conserve my energy in a match so that I'm not running or sprinting out around everywhere. It's when I need to sprint or when I need to run. I run. If not, then I'm kind of like just me being more tactical aware. And obviously,
Yeah,
it helps with obviously the gaffer now, Alex Neil is done a fantastic job, and obviously the sports science and the physios here have really helped me acclimatize to that championship level and progress.
that's brilliant, mate. Next question I want to ask you is your trademark celebration.
Yeah.
How did it come? I'm hoping there's a story behind it, but especially for the Leeds fans, because I mean, after that FA Cup win, that went a little bit nuts in it on social media. Yeah, is there a story behind that with DJ Femi?
Yes, it's an inside joke I had with one of my old sports science at Reading. I was injured at the time, and he looked like Charlie Sloth. I used to call him Charlie Sloth, the DJ. And then when I came back from injury, he was like, "When you score, you're going to do that DJ celebration." And they're just stuck ever since, really.
Yeah, it really rattled a few Leeds fans on social media. But moving on from that, you mentioned your family earlier. I follow you on social media, obviously. So I want to ask you what it's like when you're at the den on a Saturday or midweek, and I don't think it's unfair to say you're the man at the moment at the minute, but you're on fire, you're getting bums off seats with your flair and your excitement. What's that contrast like? I'm obviously a father of two myself. I know you've got a young family, like I said. When you're got everyone chanting your name and you're on fire and you're getting all these plaudits in the press, and then you go home at the weekend and you're pumpkin picking or changing nappies. How does that help keep you grounded? That was obviously a brilliant
Yeah.
feeling, but how do you manage that balance?
Yeah, it helps keep me grounded. To be honest, I don't really pay too much attention about all the plaudits and I guess all the hype around my performances recently. I think it's easy to get caught up in it, and I've learned just to be consistent. Don't get too high, don't get too low in the moment. Just be consistent. And obviously having a 17-month-old baby and obviously a missus who's pregnant at the moment, they're very good at keeping me grounded and back down to earth. If I'm high, no, you're changing the nappy now. He's on a number two. You're changing that nappy now. No, I don't care if you scored. You're changing the nappy. You're getting him to bed. I don't care. So
Yeah, that's brilliant, mate. That's great.
yeah.
My next question was: so the type of player you are, who were your heroes growing up? What players did you aspire to be like?
So it's like the Ronaldinho's, the Brazilian Ronaldo, Robinho, Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, Messi, loads of players like that. Iron Robbins. I could go on. Rivaldo's. Yeah, there's so many players. I like that. There's players who like get at players. They like, show some sort of flair, running behind. Get the goals. That's the sort of player that I try to base myself around.
Have you got any pre-match superstitions?
Not really. Not
No,
really. It's just
not
listening to the
superstitions.
same music, doing the same stuff. I think it's just being consistent, really. It's not really superstitious. It's just making sure that I've just been consistent. Really, that's the main thing.
Have you got? I'm not sure you can see me. I think you can only hear me, but I've got a couple of our kits in the back there.
Yeah, yeah, I can see it.
Oh, you can see it. These three kits from this season. Have you got a kit you like the most or prefer to playing?
Ooh, I love the home kit.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm, yeah, I'm glad they got rid of the collar because I wasn't a fan of the collar last season. I'm glad they got rid of that. Yeah, I'll probably say home kit, away kit, and third kit in that order.
lovely. And have you got any sorry, away grounds? Have you got an away ground you're looking forward to going to most this
Uh,
season still to come?
Not really, actually. I'd anywhere. I haven't really been thinking about it like that. I just take it every game, one game at a time. But now that you mention it, probably Leicester, maybe. Trying to think, Middlesbrough as well, maybe. Just the big stadiums.
You'll score wherever, mate. You don't care, do you?
As long as I'm playing and as long as we win, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Just finally, thanks for your time. I just want to say I hope there's a couple of fire extinguishers in the background just in case, because if there is, carry them around me, mate, because you could go up at any time at the minute.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Azeez.
Cheers. Cheers, Dan. Mickey?
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Good afternoon, Femi. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm all good. How you, mate?
Excuse me, 1 minute, 1 minute. Downsides of having a 40-kilo German Shepherd. Sorry about that. I've got a couple of questions for you. One of them is on Max's phone, which we'll come to in a minute, because I've heard a little rumor about potentially that you're quite good with other languages. So I've got one from a Spanish fan of ours, what you'll have in a sec. But I wanted to start. Your career is a bit like a movie. I mean, 5 years ago you were playing non-league, and now you're playing in the Championship, sitting third in the table with Millwall. How does that feel to you? And does it feel real? And I suppose really it proves that if you've got a dream, anything's possible.
Yeah, I think it's been a journey. I'll say that. Sometimes I had pinched myself just to think, this is real life, this is my life now. I think the good thing about me seeing that other side is that it shaped me mentally. It's one of those where I've grown as a person and not just as a player. So I know the hardships, I know how it is to get released, know how it is to drop into Sunday league, non-league, and then work my way back up. So I think all of those kind of like, I guess it's made me where I am today. It's just all that mental resilience, that just determination just to get here. And I think, like you said, sometimes I do pinch myself. But now this is my life, and I'm beyond grateful for it.
So on there, obviously, Millwall traditionally respect players who graft. How important is that on your side of the game to go out and leave everything on the pitch?
Oh, it's massive. The fans, they work week in, week out, just to come and see us play. They spend good money to see us play, and I think it's only fair that we reciprocate on the pitch. I don't want to go on the pitch and put 10% out, because that's not fair to me. It's not fair to the team or anyone else. I think you have to graft. You have to leave everything out to show that you care, especially in football. Like if you're flying off tackles, if you're tracking back, if you're running here and everywhere, it shows that you care, other than like throwing your hands in the air and just like walking around. It doesn't give a good example. So I think, yeah, I think just putting it all out, I think it's a good, how to say it? I wouldn't say role model, but it's a good picture to have, I guess, in a way.
Yeah. So how good does it feel now that you're finally playing in the position you love to play in, which we're seeing? It's taken a little while, but finally you've got a manager who's trusting that you want to play on that right side and you love the cutting in. How does that feel? That must make your game so much better for you and enjoyable.
Yeah, it gives me different avenues. I can go outside, I can go inside. I can cut in on my left foot, which is stronger. I guess it gives me that versatility as well. I've been playing on the left for the last, what's it, 10 months, or whatever. To now go back on the right and showcase what I can do. It's refreshing. It's one of those where I played on the right at Reading, I did well. It feels like home to me, that right side.
You look a lot more at ease there. Max, can you just show him that video I sent you? Please. This is a question. We've got a guy who's a Millwall fan who's touring around Latin America and basically teaching himself Spanish. And when he knew I was talking to you, and obviously we heard a rumor that you're quite good with Spanish, I've got him to send a question. Don't worry, it's not a tricky question. It's quite standard, but you can see. If you need it with translation, I have one, but I thought I'd test you fully first.
Yeah.
¿Cómo estás? Espero que todo esté bien contigo. He escuchado que hablas español, entonces tengo dos preguntas para ti, pero en español. La primera es, ¿por qué puedes hablar en español? Porque has aprendido. Y la segunda es, podemos darnos cuenta que el equipo es muy unido en estos momentos. Entonces, quiero saber cómo está el ambiente en el vestuario ahora. Muchas gracias, Femi. Disfruta, suerte. Y más goles, por favor. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Yeah. Well, my mum's half Spanish. Well, no,
Right.
I'm half Spanish. My mum's Spanish, so that's probably why. Well, that's why I speak Spanish. And I didn't grow up speaking Spanish, so I kind of took it to myself to learn, and obviously try and speak to as many people as I can in Spanish. Second question, what was that? The atmosphere in here, isn't it? Good, we're winning games. We're enjoying it. We're not trying to get too carried away with ourselves. So it's one of those where we're just trying to be consistent and just keep on getting the 3 points, isn't it?
No, that's it. I suppose my final question is something what's been in the media the last week or so is if you're a football player, if you're a football fan, you'll have a different. So realistically, Messi or Ronaldo, who's the better player?
Oh, I'm a Messi fan. I'll say that. But they're both two GOATs. I'm going to say that. I'm going to sit on the fence here. I prefer Messi, but they're both unreal.
That goes with what's said. It's just it's allegedly if you're a football player, you know how good Messi is because he's he can do everything. As in, most fans will go for Ronaldo because of obviously, most youngsters and whatnot will go with Ronaldo. But I think Messi is the better all player. So yeah, no worries. Thank you very much for answering the questions, especially the Spanish one. I didn't mean to throw that on you. And I think is it Nick now?
We can go with Nick.
Sorry, I didn't know the order. Sorry, my fault there.
I thought it was Angelo. I thought it was Angelo, Max, you said. But I'm happy to go if you like. I don't mind. Angelo?
Go for it, Nick.
Far away, Nick. Far away.
All right. Hello, Femi. Nice to talk to you. Last time I met you, I did a fantastic interview with you and I forgot to press record. It was one of the great lost interviews of all time. It was
Nick,
in that.
I never told him about that either.
No, I thought I'd let him know. Apologies for that, Femi. Anyway, good to talk to you again now, mate. I go, as you can see, I go back a long way at Millwall, and I was trying to think the other day when I last saw a Millwall side playing such great football. It's an absolute joy to watch. You're on fire at the moment. 4 goals in 4 games, incredible. I mean, how does it work? Does the manager give you license to be creative? I mean, obviously there's work to be done in the football framework, but some of the flicks and the the moves that you're all pulling off. Turno Ballo, I saw a reel of him the other day. It's incredible. Are you given a license, so to speak, when you go out onto the pitch? How does it work in football?
I guess so. I think as an attacking player, your job is to create, isn't it, and to score goals.
Yeah.
Whatever you see fit in the moment, I think is one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the manager doesn't come up to me and say, "Oh, you need to produce some magic." So it's one of them where
that would be good, wouldn't it?
It just comes naturally. It's like
yeah,
it just comes naturally. It's one of those where if you're enjoying your football more, you're going to see more flicks. If you need to tuck in and whatnot, and I guess be a block of defense.
Yeah,
not really going to see as many flicks, but I think, it's dictated by the game, isn't it? So for example, Leicester the other day, we're enjoying our football. Stoke, in fact, the last 4 games we're enjoying our football. You're going to see more personality come out and more flicks and tricks, I guess.
I mean, I suppose it helps being surrounded by really good players. I wanted to mention the squad. Obviously, you're the man at the moment. I don't want to keep pushing that, but you're part of a team, and there's some great players. I've mentioned Ballo already. I've been really impressed with. Derek has come into the team from lower level French football. It's quite incredible. There seems to be a real team spirit amongst the squad at the moment. Everyone seems to be really enjoying themselves. Is that fair?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've all got good chemistry. I think Millwall have been good over the years of having a squad that likes each other. It's ironic to say it, like each other, but it's true. You go to dressing rooms and people don't really like each other. You've got egos that take over the dressing
Yeah.
room. Here, I think it's just everyone's all down to earth. Everyone likes each other. Everyone enjoys each other's company, which is obviously refreshing, and it shows on the pitch, doesn't it? It translates.
Must make your job easier as well when you've got quality behind you. The defensive performances at the moment are jaw-dropping. I thought that the second half on Saturday was something to behold. It makes your job easier going forwards, I guess.
Yeah, definitely, and like, big credit to the back four and obviously Max and goal. I think
Yeah,
they've done an incredible job. And as an attacking player, like you said, like I can do whatever I want going forward. If I lose the ball, obviously it's not great, but if I lose the ball, I know that I've got those people behind me to sweep up the mess and we can go again. So I think it's always confidence, knowing that I can go forward, I can create, I can do what I want.
yeah,
Shackles on. And if I lose the ball, so be it. We win the ball back.
yeah. That's a real standout point I've noticed recently. It's wonderful to watch it, Femi. I mean, as a fan sitting upstairs, it's a real joy to watch at the moment. So congratulations to everybody. I know I was reading an interview of Alex Neil who says it's a privilege to manage the squad, but also we're only at the start of the season, so you've got to keep doing it week by week. That's
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's easy to get carried away, and we're only into the season, so we've got I think Mia said we've got 32, 36 games, something like that left.
Something like that, yeah.
Like that. So we've got
it's a long, hard season, isn't it? Yeah.
6 months of football. We've got loads of football to play, so we can do well now. But then the main thing is how we end up, and if we continue how we're going, I think sky's the limit for us. I think.
I agree. Yeah. One of the best sides I've seen in many, many, many years at Millwall. So one last question. This is a standard question you ask when you interview players. If you weren't a footballer, what would you be? Do you ever think about that? I mean, you've come through the non-league, so you must have crossed your mind. What if this doesn't work out? Would you ever had any other careers in mind? Or
it was between footballer or pilot.
A pilot?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I love aviation and all that stuff. So
wow,
yeah, big fan of it.
Wasn't expecting that.
What were you expecting then?
I don't know really. I mean, every time I've mentioned it, we've done a few bits and pieces over the years. I mean, most players say I've never wanted to be anything else other than the football, and I kind of get that. But I suppose it must cross your mind, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I wasn't expecting pilot. That's a good choice. I like that choice.
I've always had a passion for it, to be fair, and obviously going the non-league route and not having a club.
Yeah,
I was doing my A levels. I had to think about it. I had no choice but to think about, all right, if I don't get a trial, if I don't get an opportunity in football, what am I going to do?
Yeah, it must cross your mind. Yeah,
you get the luxury when they're in academies to know, okay, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, but it doesn't work out like that. So I think.
Does that remain obviously life of a footballer is comparatively short compared with life. So does that remain an ambition, perhaps?
Yeah, of course.
When the game's finished,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, let me know when I fly with you because you're a good player. So trust you flying a bit. Really appreciate your time, Femi. Thank you, mate.
Cheers, Nick. Angelo, and then once Angelo's asked his questions, we'll go around once more with any remaining ones. So, Angelo.
Hi, Femi. How you doing, mate? You okay?
Yeah, very good. How are you?
Yeah, pleasure to speak to you, mate. Real big pleasure. The first thing I want to do is just thank you, because literally this month, what Millwall has served up to us, the fans, has just been incredible. My phone don't stop. After every game, you're taking call after call after call. This player, that player. It's just been so exciting. One of the biggest excitements that I've found is I've always loved a winger like yourself, and since the little hiccup against Coventry, we've now got, in my eyes, two of the most exciting wingers in the Championship. And obviously one is yourself and one's our little Washington friend, Tierno Ballo. It's so exciting that we've got you two, and you just don't know what either one of you is going to create. And are you excited about Tierno on one side, you on the other side, and it looks like we can create a chance or a goal at any stage now. It's so exciting. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's very exciting. Obviously, as a player on the pitch, it's every time you go forward, you're like, okay, cool, this is an opportunity. I think, especially against Leicester, it stood out against to me. Was it every time we went forward, I was thinking, right, this can be a goal. Balls come out to me, balls going out to Tierno or Zach Sturge on the left, balls coming in the box. I'm thinking, right, yeah, this is a chance to pounce, and it's exciting, it's refreshing, and I think as a player, it's enjoyable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant, mate. Honestly, we're loving it at the moment. You know, this month the football that's been served up has been tremendous. Now, I was looking at a few of your stats. Well, your best season when you was at Reading, you accumulated 9 assists and 8 goals. You've only started 6 games this season, and you've already got 4 goals, 1 assist because they nicked an assist off you, which was crazy. The one from Milo. You know, how they took that off you is beyond me. So have you set yourself a goal for this season, like goals and assists?
Yeah, I have.
You have, yeah?
It's going to remain personal, I'll be honest.
Okay, that's fine. Are you have you got a little competition with Ballo? Who's going to get the most now?
Not really, no. I think I'm competing with myself, I guess. I think
okay, cool.
That's how I drive myself. How am I improve from the last game? You're only as good as your last game. So I think, how do I one up from that game, for example?
Yeah.
I one up from Leicester. How do I one up from Stoke? So I think that's how I'm going.
Fantastic. And the other thing I was going to ask you as well was that, like, 3 of your 4 goals this month has been from that long pass. We had like 2 from Billy, and obviously 1 from Casper on Saturday, and like 2 of them you got behind and finishing them off with class, and then the other one from Billy where you had to cut in, and then obviously the goal of the season. Is that something you guys work on, or is it just something that's just happened? You know, these long passes.
It's a bit of both. I think we don't set out sessions to just kick the ball in behind. I think I've been doing that run my whole career. So I think, as a rule of thumb, as a winger, the run determines the ball. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if I make the run and like, I catch eyes with Casper or Billy or whoever's in that middle, they know where I'm going to be, so they know where to put it, and they know that I'm going to be at the end of that ball. So I think it's one of those. Yes, we may practice it a little bit, but it's not one of those that we hammer and hammer and hammer. I think it's all natural and it's fluid in the game, isn't it?
But yeah, it's fantastic that 3 of your 4 goals have come from a long pass like that. It's brilliant, and long may that continue. The last question that I've got is again, I think Nick touched on it. Is like the love in the squad. It's like whenever there's a goal, you know, the way you guys celebrate, the love, the smiles, the happiness. It just looks like an unbelievable click, you know. The first guy always to come and congratulate you is Ballo. I don't know if there's a bit of a bromance going on there, but I always notice he's the first one to pounce on you, you know, when you score.
Yeah, I think it's like we've got a brotherhood family going on here. And touching on Ballo, it's like a little, you know, keepers have their GK unions. This is like a Wingers Union, I guess.
That's class.
Yeah, I think it's always nice seeing your fellow winger doing well or your fellow attacker doing well. Like, scored against QPR, I was buzzing for him. When Ballo gets the assists, I'm buzzing for him. When Zach Sturge gets his goal, I'm buzzing for him. Like, everyone, there's no hidden egos, there's no like hidden maliciousness in anyone. Everyone's genuinely happy for each other.
Yeah, fantastic.
Like I said, it shows in the pitch, and it shows that we're all like in harmony, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And Femi, last thing, I know you said you're not going to get carried away. I'm getting carried away, right? In my eyes, this season, there's one outstanding team that I've seen, which is Coventry. Okay, everybody else, I believe that we can beat anybody else. Yeah. Does the squad feel that as well? You know, I believe that this year is probably one of the, you know, it's the best squad we've ever had. I think it's the best team we've ever had. We've got an unbelievable manager, and in my eyes, we've got a right opportunity to do something special this year. Does the squad feel that as well?
I think like it's easy to say, but I think we're not trying to get too carried away. I think we're all experienced players here, and even if the young ones, they're all experienced enough to know that football changes, swings and roundabouts here, isn't it? So one, like this, for example, this month we could be on the high, next month could be on the low. Like, you just have to be consistent. And we got confidence. You know, we got confidence. We got a great team. We got great technical players in the team. We got runners, we got warriors in the team. But I think the main thing, Millwall, is we just work. You know, we keep on working no matter what. We never give up. And I think if we do something special this season, it will be because of our work. It won't be because of luck or anything like that. It will be we've grinded it out every game, like we've shown that we can do and that we have done. I think we just go into every game knowing that every team in the league is good. Like, they're not in the championship for no reason. Every team is good, so we got to make sure that we outplay them. We got to make sure we outrun them, outwork them. I think the results will come.
Yeah, and from us fans, we can see that, mate. You guys are grafting so hard. You know, like at the final whistle, we saw you collapse on the floor. You know, we can see that you guys are giving every last drop, and we really, really appreciate that. And we're loving it at the moment. And keep it up, guys. Yeah, and we can do it this season. We can do it. We can do it. Thanks a lot, Femi. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers, Angela. Right, guys, we're pushing for time, so I'll take one more question each from you. So, Dan, we'll go with your question first.
Yeah, my question was lots of brilliant performances and goals, even recently, but since you've been at the club, what's your favourite goal and performance from yourself and why?
Goal, I think that's easy to pick out, isn't it?
Yeah, I did think, but I thought I'd give you the...
Yeah, I think that's one. Performance, I'll probably say Leicester, I'll be honest. I think it was just a cohesive performance. I think everyone was just at it. And I didn't go down with cramp. So.
don't point at me for that, but I can't even run.
I think Leicester probably my favourite performance. I think goal. So.
I thought you'd have gone with Leeds. Maybe no. Fair enough.
No, you know what? I think that's up there, but I think Leicester, obviously, it's a league game. They put out their strongest team. So I think Leicester definitely.
Should you have got man of the match the weekend? I know Kramer got it, but
I think I got it as well, didn't I?
Oh, did you on the club poll? I'm sure I thought Kramer got it.
Monster one, still man of the match in my eyes. I got the bottle of champagne that's going to sit on my.
That's all that counts, then, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, Dan. Mickey.
Yeah, hi. I go back to obviously the family side. The question to or your career side is who's been the biggest influence on your playing career growing up?
What, in terms of my family, or
family, or if there was a coach or something? So yeah, just
I'd probably say everyone. I think my brother was at Arsenal when he was younger. He obviously pushed me. My parents, I wouldn't be here without them. And as of recently, my son, my partner. I think without all of them, I wouldn't be the person I am today. In terms of football, there's a couple of coaches that I can think of. Gifton Noel Williams, when I was at Watford, he was a big believer in me, and we did work actually one-to-one outside. The coach that gave me my debut for my local non-league team in semi-pro when I was 16, he passed away sadly a few years ago. But Gordon Boateng, big shout out to him. And yeah, there's loads of people, but I think those are the people that come to mind. And obviously, family is just family's always up there, isn't it?
Yeah, no, 100%. No, 100%.
Cheers, Mickey. Nick?
It's not really a question for you, Femi, but it's just no pressure, mate. But scorer of 4 successive games, Femi Azeez, October 25. 5 successive games, Neil Harris in 2000. That's your target. 6, it's Teddy Sheringham in 1991. Those are your targets, mate, so no pressure. Good company to keep, though, mate. Well done. As everyone's been saying, it's been fantastic watching you so far. So brilliant stuff.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, Nick. And finally, Angela, if you've got a final question.
Yeah, Femi, I don't know if I remember this rightly, but did I hear once upon a time that you were studying for a degree? Is that something that you're still pursuing?
I've taken a back step, obviously, because being a parent is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was an engineering degree. I kind of put that on hold right now. So.
Okay, and obviously you're gonna go for your pilot's license after and take Nick for a little spin in the air. Yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. Just continue what you're doing, mate. Thanks a lot, Femi.